Hey Stephanie, I'm doing a video for you and I'm gonna use a little bit of technology. So I'm doing this actually on my iPad, and I did take a picture of the textbook. As you can see, this is the photo that of the table that you're asking me questions about, and I have labeled them. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I will send it together with the video. But I want you to see that this is random sampling. Remember what we talked about in class, that random sampling requires you that every time you draw, you replace that value or that number or that marble or that card that you have drawn. So in sampling distribution, what we are doing is we are working with these four values, which is 2, 4, 6, and 8. And the order is telling us that we can create samples. The size of the sample, that's why we have a small n, the size of the sample would be 2. So this only has 2 values. Remember, n equals 2. So if we were to actually just say that we are going to draw, how many times can we draw 2? If we were to put them, remember that exercise that we did in class of using marbles. If we were to draw 2, how many times or how many combinations would we have? If we drew 2, actually, if you drew 2, how many combinations would we have? Definitely, because we are doing 2 samples. This is the table that you're going to create here, which they have created, and I have actually tried to simplify it myself or try to draw it in a way that it is a little bit understandable. So what this is saying is that you can get 16 samples just because of the 4 numbers you have. So the 16, where is the 16 sample coming from? We're going to see. So for 2, you have 4 possible ways of drawing a combination that has 2, which is definitely you can draw 2 and a 2. You can draw 2 and a 4. You can draw 2 and a 6. You can draw 2 and 8. The same method is being repeated down this way. So watch. So this is a 4. This is the 4. The same way, you have 4 combinations that you can get of 4. 4 by 2, 4 by 4, 4 by 6, 4 by 8, and then the same thing repeats for value 6. You have 4 combinations that you can get from 6. 6 by 2, 6 by 4, you can have 6, you can draw 6 and 6, and you can also draw 6 and 8. And then you have the same combination for 8. So 8 too has these 4 chances of being drawn, which is going to be 8 and 2, 8 and 4, 8 and 6, and 8 and 8. So on the mean column, what they have done is that the sample mean, remember these are samples, okay? So when you have actually sampled, because these are sample, this is one sample, but it has 2 scores, okay? It has score 1 and score 2. Every time you want to find a mean, what do? You add the 2 numbers together, which is 2 and 4, and that's what they are doing here. 2 plus 2, you get a 4. What do? You divide it by the number of scores, which is 1, 2. So you divide it by 2, and you're going to find out that that is exactly what they have done for all these for all these samples. All the 16 samples, they have found the mean, and all they have done is actually added these 2 scores. Can you see that? So add that, and then you divide by 2, and then you get your column. You get your column for the mean, okay? I hope this is clear. I hope you understand. I'm gonna send both the video, and I'll also take actually I will take a picture of the entire explanation so that you can follow up, just in case my video was shaky. But I'm trying to use